All right. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Cool. So, Joe.
Hey, everybody. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was going through puberty again for a second.
Oh, that's
God.
What the fuck is going on over
Hello,
there?
Jen.
Hello. Okay, so Monday night, Emily will be coming back here. That Z-Play lady will be coming back here to finally finish her order.
This is great.
Did it get fixed?
No, well, it will be as a Monday night.
Okay.
Well, hey, because Screen Talk is a Verizon reseller.
That's fucking great.
Why are you fucking laughing at me?
You're on the podcast right now.
Hi, everybody.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
That's fucking golden. Okay, I'll be ready for that.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. So I'm not on the podcast. Have a good night, everybody. Ciao.
Bye.
I'm dying.
That was my
I'm
coworker.
dying.
That was my coworker. She's great.
Oh, is that the one I talked to before?
Oh, you know what? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna fucking turn my phone off now, because we can't have this anymore.
There's some sort of force in this universe saying no.
No. Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. Well, let me phone down. Thank you. All right, there we go.
So, introduction.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Sorry about that just kind of fits with the theme. It fits with the theme of this podcast. Unending interruptions and things going wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing can ever go right for us. We should probably talk about how long it took for us to get here, since we're already on the topic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just start with that and then move into the rest, because my God. Thank you to all those people who've been waiting for this to come out, and we're sorry.
Oh yeah, they've been so patient.
We are sorry that it took so long.
This was meant to come out 2 weeks ago.
We had issues.
No, we
So
didn't.
many
They went
issues.
perfectly.
It was like water, how fluid it was.
So let's put some context in.
Yeah, let's start from the beginning. So we had
You can do it.
Yeah, we had the idea to do the podcast, and we're like, all right, cool, we'll post it on the Amino. And it got a way bigger reaction than we were expecting it to, and we'll talk about that later. But right now, I want to complain about the US Postal Service. I want to complain about...
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I know in our notes it says to complain about this later, but fuck it, I'm doing it now. So
I will not stop you. Go ahead.
okay. So when we had the idea to do the podcast, I was like, all right, well, I have a spare microphone because I recently updated my setup. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to ship this to you because it's only going to cost me what I thought was $30, but ended up being $60. So I was like, well, it's a $150 microphone. It's worth it. So I shipped it out to Wales, and come to find out, the U.S. Postal Service lost it in transit, and they weren't allowed to tell me where it was because it was already in the UK. And why don't you tell them what happened on your end?
Okay, so I got a letter expecting it to be the microphone, but it was a letter, and it said, "We are holding this for you. Give us money, please." And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Someone's already paid for this.
$60, mind you. $60.
Yeah. And then I had to pay £28 just to get it. Just to retrieve what was rightfully mine. And then... yeah.
The long sigh.
Let's go to the next thing. One of the list that went wrong.
Yeah, the long sigh is when you know how crushing it was.
And the worst thing was, we recorded 2 episodes before this one.
2 of them.
And the other one, we came in with like, we thought it'd be easy. We kind of messed it up a little bit. The second one, it was perfect. The second one was a great first episode, and then the microphone kind of broke.
Yeah, he sent me the audio, and I was like, Dizzy, this
is not right.
This audio is unusable.
You just turned to me and said it was trash.
I didn't want to say that right off the bat, so I was like, oh.
I didn't want to say that to hurt your feelings, but it was trash.
Yeah, it started by me saying, like, hold on, I can fix this. Hold on, I can fix this.
Yeah.
Which is what I always do. I'm always like, you know what, I can fix this. I can make this better. But I couldn't. I could not fix it. It was
like the second attempt, we felt right. After all this waiting.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done. It's all we need to do now is edit and upload. Then the crushing bad audio came along. And then if I listened closely at that time, it felt like we just gave up on life. I could hear it.
I was destroyed.
It was really fucking bad. Yeah, like, I think we were so depressed we went to bed straight after it.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, we'll just do it tomorrow, because right now I feel like crawling into a ball and crying. I was so sad.
But hopefully,
here
we are.
This one does not record properly, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Yeah, I would say I'd give up, but I probably wouldn't.
No, we're too deep into this now, and we owe it to everyone to get this done and get it done well.
Yeah. Like, loads of people have been asking me, like, can I come on here? Like, can I be the next guest? It's like,
we haven't had a first
episode
yet.
Yeah, like, they was like, can I be on the first episode? I was like, it hasn't even started yet, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, people want to be on this really bad. Warmatic is one of them. He's been asking.
Mm-hmm.
He's a nice guy. We plan to have Terraria on for the second episode.
I believe his channel name is pronounced Chirira, by the way.
Correct me on my own podcast. Do it again. Do it again. See where you go.
Your podcast? I'm sorry, what?
I own this. This is my show. It's all about me.
This is not how marriages work.
We are a bit like a marriage couple.
Yeah.
The thing is, we're like an old marriage couple. Like, we're a few years down the line. Like, we kind of just accept that we're together.
We're like in our 70s at this point, so it's just like, well, it's not worth it to get a divorce and look for someone else, so we'll just we know we can't get anyone else, right?
So we just kind of go, meh, you're there, you'll do the job.
You'll do the job, you'll do the trick.
It's like those couples that only give eye contact and then go back to reading their book.
Just a cold stare.
The room goes like cold as soon as their eyes
it drops
contact.
by 5 degrees every time.
And then they go back reading the Harry Potter novels at 70 years of age.
That
was for you.
Thank you. I will keep it in my heart like a Yuletide log to warm me at night.
I'm glad. Now proceed. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, we did get a much bigger reaction out of this than we thought we would, because we introduced the idea on Amino. Basically, it's an app where there's a bunch of communities you can join and be a nerd about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a YouTuber's Amino. So we posted on there saying, hey, we're going to do a podcast where we feature small YouTubers and creators, like artists and animators, anyone who makes content online. And we're just going to talk about stuff, mainly what we do and why we love it and where the online medium is moving. Because I thought, it's a cool idea, but I didn't think people would fall in love with it so much, because a lot of people were commenting saying, like, this is a great idea. I wanna be in on this.
I think one of the reasons why it stands out is just because they can be on too. It can be engaging to the other YouTubers.
Yeah. I like it too because of that reason. It's kind of it brings people together. And I always like things that bring people together and always create a good sense of community and friendship and togetherness.
Yeah, I think YouTube can become, well, not YouTube in general, but the small YouTube community can be a lot more. They could be a lot more engaging,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes there's always like one YouTuber that's spamming his link with a scripted message.
Right. And it,
in like every chat.
yeah, and it can also get a little vicious at times too.
Yeah.
Because there's this sense that YouTube is so flooded right now that everyone needs to make noise and able to get noticed.
Yeah.
And there's just too much noise. And I think that having a place where we can just come together and be friends instead of enemies, I think that'd be a nice thing.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel good that a lot of people are in on that idea. And we met Kaleidoscope on there, and
he's a great guy.
Clyde and I have become really good friends since too, and I'm glad I met him. And I met you on the Amino as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and
totally.
Next,
I've been playing Skyrim a lot.
You have
a lot of Skyrim.
So
much Skyrim.
I would have never noticed. This is totally the first time you've ever told me this, except for all of the other times you're like, hold on, I can't talk, I'm playing Skyrim.
Hang on, I'm about to fight a dragon.
Hold on.
I will call you back.
I need to plunder these Dwemer ruins.
But the game is so good, and like
I do agree. You know what my favorite part of that game is? Blackreach.
Oh.
Like the underground mushroom forest thing.
Yes.
That place is awesome.
I've never been there yet, but yes.
Oh, you gotta find it. You gotta find it. It's so cool.
I think one thing that strikes me towards is I've always been like a console gamer.
Hmm.
And I've like always been like, look at those PC nerds playing, and I'm just playing my Xbox One. And now I've got a good PC. And now I'm just like, wow, I was missing out.
Yeah. Speaking of which, in the corner of my room, I'm building a new PC, and I need to wait a couple days for the thermal grease to set. But once that's all done, I need to get a GTX 1080 put in there, and I'll have...
Isn't that a bit overkill?
No, you can never have too much.
You can never have too much everything.
You don't understand. I like to go big or go home.
I have a question.
Yes.
How did you get into YouTube?
I got into YouTube because I actually got into YouTube before it was a really big thing, because I had a friend in high school who we did acting together, and he and I just loved improv. I still love improv to this day. And I had a camera, and I was like, you know what? We could film this and, make other people laugh, because we loved making each other laugh when we did it. And we were also big nerds. We did a Dragon Ball Z parody.
I remember this. I remember you telling me about this.
It was in hindsight, pretty ridiculous, but it was still funny.
Little teenage Joe just trying to be like little Team 4-Star.
What is Team 4-Star? I don't know what that is.
How can you not?
Listen,
They're
don't
basically
know
people
anything.
who parody Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay.
They're the king of parodying it.
Okay. I don't know anything about anyone at any time, because I don't follow the news. I don't keep updated on anything. I just go on doing my stuff, because by and large, any kind of news does not impact me. So, if it doesn't impact me or anyone I know, then I don't consider it being worth knowing.
Speaking about the news.
Oh?
Yes, indeed. Let me pull up.
Do you have a thing to share with me?
Right here. I do. Let me just pull up my notes. Give me a goddamn minute.
Dizzy often comes to me with things that are happening in the world, or on YouTube, and he's like, "Did you know this was a thing that was happening?" And I was like, "Dizzy, did you know that I live under a rock?"
That pretty much sums you up. I can not have a conversation with you sometimes. It's like, hey, did you check this out? No. Oh, I come back later. Hey, did you see this? No. I'm like, fuck this. I just throw my notes in the air. Fuck this. I don't care anymore. But H3 Productions. Have you heard about that?
I know of them. I've heard they're pretty cool people.
They're great. And what are this? They've been in a copyright infringement.
Yes, I do know about this.
And they're being sued.
Oh? Why?
I think it's like by the bald guy or something.
So like,
I think that's his name.
From what I understand, they kind of have like a law firm, I guess, where they defend.
FUPA.
Yeah, that they defend.
They defend copyright.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I respect them for that.
Yeah, it's great, and I feel so bad for them because, well, recently, they've been sued and stuff like that. The bald guy's been like, what happened again?
Bald guy?
Yeah, the bald guy. I think that's his channel name.
Oh, he's called the bald guy. You're not just calling him a bald guy.
Just some bald guy.
Oh, okay.
And they made a video criticizing his content.
Mm-hmm.
And he clearly didn't like it too much. But there was actually more positive. Like, in the end, they said positive stuff about him and actually told them to go see his channel. But he didn't like it because he was criticizing in there. So, he decided to sue them. And from to this day now, they've been paying $50,000 a month.
$50,000?
Trying to maintain the fight in the lawsuit.
What is he suing them over?
Just the criticizing.
You can't... Can you do that? I don't think you can do that. If someone called me a name... I think it's more like slandering. Slandering. Listen, American politics runs on slandering. If you could sue people over that, then, man...
they're still fighting to this day.
How long has this been going on?
Ages now.
Wow.
I don't know the exact date.
See, whenever someone criticizes me, I just suck it up and stop being such a little bitch.
Well, you meant to take the criticism. It's meant to help you. If you pay $50,000 a month, do you win? Like, if you come out on top of this, have you won? I would say yes, to be honest, because obviously they're fighting, so you can't just, like, if somebody criticizes you, you can't just go, oh, I'm going to sue you now because you criticized me.
Right, yeah, that's like...
And that's a good principle.
Yeah, that's like giving in... That's like negotiating with terrorists. It sets a bad precedent. So...
Like, I think the guy offered, say, like, give me $4,000 or something, and I won't take this any further. Someone said that. I don't know if it was the lawyer or the person actually. Or they said, I know, why don't you just like make a video saying like how great I am and apologizing to me.
This I think
on the download.
Yeah, this I think is important because, and I'm gonna go on something that seems like a tangent, but it actually relates a lot to things that happen online, because I'm not sure how it works in other countries, but in America, law does not, there's not really any, oftentimes a ruling comes down to past cases. So
yeah,
what I think is important to note about...
I just want to say that I'm probably missing out some stuff, because I can't know the whole thing.
Right. But this is just kind of a broad statement about legal rights online, because if this ruling goes in favor of the person who is it goes in favor of the prosecution, then
Yeah.
that sets a bad precedent to future cases. Saying that saying that you can charge someone for slander like that. So if that does happen, like for the case of fair use, what H3H3 is doing with fair use is so important because of how this system works. If they didn't do this and creators just kept on losing battles against fair use claims or copyright claims, that would set precedents for future cases that would then just like snowball into a much stronger case every time someone gets a copyright claim. So this is the same kind of thing. We need to set a good precedent for what needs to happen in future proceedings.
Let me just stop you there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
For people who don't know, H3H3 made a kind of group called the FUPA.
Yeah.
And what this does is protects any fair use content on YouTube.
Right.
But $50,000 a month.
That's steep.
Like, it's clearly taken a toll on them. Like, they kind of said it in the video. Where it's like, obviously they're not very happy about it.
Right.
But they want to keep doing it because so many people like gave them money to show support.
God, I don't know if I could do. Then again, I'm not financially at the point where I could do that, but
I'm happy they're still fighting though. Like,
yeah,
it does set a great principle.
I don't know a lot about these guys, but just from what you've told me here, I totally am in favor of them. I think it's important. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to do this podcast, is because the online medium is so new. I'm very interested in talking about the ins and outs of it.
Like fair use.
Right.
What can you say and not say?
And like the mechanics of it, like the anatomy of the beast. It's not just on YouTube.
I don't think anyone could like really understand it though.
Well,
like it's so wide.
I don't agree with that. I think understanding it is, sure, it might be difficult, but anything could be understood with enough time and discussion.
I don't know, like the internet's pretty unpredictable.
Well, I'm going to keep on trying to understand the online medium.
If you can do it, prove me wrong. You can prove me wrong in time.
All right, challenge accepted. How much are you willing to bet on that?
I don't really have any money.
All right. Okay. So if I write a book that breaks down the online medium into a very concise description or theory behind it, then you have to. I'll think of something that you'll have to do.
Well, if you wrote a book about that, you probably wouldn't need money of me. Let's be honest.
Do you think people would buy it? Nobody knows who the hell I am.
Someone
Nobody
out there
knows
would.
who the hell I am.
I think a lot of people would.
From
Joseph from the Dock.
Joe from the Dock. Yep.
That's your actual name and last name.
Yep. Joe Dock. I'm Doc Joe. Hello.
But I can't believe we finally got this out right now.
Yeah.
That is released on the internet.
Yeah. I'm glad that we actually managed to do this.
The thing is, you ranted so many times.
Mm-hmm. I'm a ranter.
I think we were looking at the audio together, and there's big lines where I paused and your audio was keeping going.
Yeah, well, maybe you should say more interesting stuff.
Bitch, you rant so much.
I can't get a word in
Like,
edgewise.
I can barely get a word in. Yeah. I think I said that at some point. I was like, Joe, shut up and let me speak. But one of the reasons why I wanted you on here.
Oh, because I'm eloquent?
No, so I don't have to talk.
Because I don't want to do as much work.
I like you doing the work for me.
That's why I've got tea here with me, and I'm out of tea. Dizzy, make me tea.
Make it yourself, bitch. I
Make
think
your own goddamn
we go so
sandwich.
off track. Because I remember we were doing the other episodes. And we just made a meme about you hating old people.
No, I don't hate old people.
Yes. We just memed that out of nowhere.
No, I don't hate old people. I'm
Hey,
I'm
said
Joe
it.
from the dock, and I don't hate old people. I do have like a lot of things that things that annoy me that annoy no one else.
Oh yeah, I'm like that. I want one of these podcasts to be what me and you argue. So it becomes like a baited podcast.
Where we're just like
We're just screaming
yelling at each other. Actual screaming.
Just really high pitched.
Like, no! You're a donut!
That was some mean
I
shit
don't know.
there, Joe.
I can't be mean.
2
I
minutes
don't know
later,
why.
I'm getting like abused behind the scenes. Like, shut up, Dizzy. Next time you talk less than this.
Whoa. Whoa. So, I think that's all the time we got for the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, we should probably mention about how people can get featured, because I don't think we went into that.
Yeah. Definitely leave a comment and like if you did like it.
We can be reached on the Amino as well. If anybody wants to do that.
Yeah, the YouTubers Amino. If you're a creator of any kind, just leave a comment, link to your stuff, and maybe leave a topic that you would like to talk about. Just have audacity and have a microphone. That's all you really need.
Or just a decent one, at least.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be great.
Yeah, I can fix the audio.
Yeah, Joe's the audio fixer here.
I'm the guy who does all of the tech stuff.
For the past 2 weeks, I just presented him audio, and he just went, "Get that out of my face!"
Yeah, get that out of my face. Turn down your gain. Get a pop filter. Come on now.
I think you got, like... I remember the day where I presented to you, like, you said to me, "What microphone do you use, Dizzy?" And I just went, "My phone." And then you just went...
I kind of had a short circuit for a second. Like, my brain just got...
You couldn't comprehend what I said to you.
Yeah, it was like dividing 0 by 0. I was like, what? Your phone? Why? So I was like, you know what? I'm sending you my old Yeti because this is unacceptable.
I want to say thank you for that again, by the way.
Oh yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here to do.
Anyway, I think we should wrap it
bring
up here.
people together. Yeah. So leave a comment. We'll be active in the comments and reply to anyone who has constructive things. And if you want to be mean to us, then sure, you can do that, but we're probably not going to reply. So there we go.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. I hope you have a good day.